Greetings, peace, love, and life, family. Welcome back to Moments with Milah. Welcome back. Thank you all so much for taking this moment to spend with me and my sisters. Thank you so much. And most importantly, thank you for dedicating these next few moments to your overall health and wellness. All right, I was dancing to the intro when it came in. That's what I was doing. So tonight we're going to talk about a term that I don't really see any positive in the term, right? Well, let me not say any positive because we're going to get into that. This show won't be very long tonight. We're going to try to just come to you with one topic. And again, each of our topics at the end of the conversation, the build, the discussion, it really all has to do with wellness. But the topic that I wanted to discuss tonight is that we want to discuss tonight, rather, is body positivity. Okay, and we're going to touch on how, as it relates to Black women, I know that, every woman talks about body positivity, but on Moments with Milah, we're going to be addressing it from the perspective of Black women because we are Black women and how it affects us and our families. So we're going to get into that. We're going to do a few clips. I'm going to share an article with you all. And we're going to kind of build on that and break it down. So without further ado, I want to bring the ladies on, Sister Crystal Denise and Sister Shaday.
Greetings.
Peace and love, sis.
Greetings. How's everybody?
I'm well. You listen, like I was saying, I went to the gym because again, it's all about wellness. I know you all are doing the same. Rushed in here because I wanted to be on time as much as possible. And we're here. How are you?
I'm well. A little sore. I've been training with Brother Fred and Two Jabs up at Kemet.
I heard.
So.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
You go on and tell the truth. At this point, you training them. Tell the truth.
Yeah. You know what? I did show out last week with the sit-ups because you have us doing those spinal taps. So hey, I was like, I got this. These sit-ups.
I'm telling you.
So yeah.
No, the spinal flexors are amazing.
Yes. But last night he threw in the jump rope. I wasn't ready for that.
Yeah, I'm a little uncoordinated in my years when it comes to that. I'm not the best with the jump rope, so I can't. Sis Shaday, how are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Doing great.
Great. Me and the babies just got back from riding some horses and petting some horses, so they happy.
And y'all know Sis Shaday be on the move, so she's coming. Don't worry, there's no blackout. Power is on. She is driving, but she is here nonetheless. So I want to get right into this topic. And as I was saying, Sister Crystal, actually, when we ended last week, we talked for a little bit after. And it's a term that we kind of lightly were supposed to address in the first show, but we didn't get to it. So she said, hey, let's talk about body positivity on the next show. And I think that is perfect. And it's perfect timing, especially again, y'all, with all the hype around getting BBLs and other procedures and how disproportionately there are Black women who you wouldn't think would be going for BBLs. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it alone. They're getting BBLs the most, right? So something is going on with that. And so the first thing that I want to do is just like a little clip. I want you guys to watch this with us because there's something really important that I want you all to gain from this. It's a little clip that I saw on TikTok. It's about a woman talking about being fat, and of course, it relates to a man. That was her word, not my word. She said fat, not Milah. Milah didn't say it. All right, so let's watch this clip. Just a second. Let's fix that volume just a second. Okay, well, even without the sound, did you all notice what she said? She said, he left me because I'm fat. On the second clip, she says, still fat. His remains not even enough for a dog. So maybe I missed something on the first one, but it was just a song playing in the background, basically. So I'm going to start this one, then I'm going to come to both of you ladies. For me, this is something that we see all too often when it comes to body positivity. And we're going to break down where that term even really came from right after this. But when you talk about body positivity, and when Black women are usually speaking on it, it is something, even though so many will say, I don't dress for a man, I don't do this for a man, I do it for me. This is for me. It's because I want to feel good. Her clip was basically saying something about a man didn't want her when she was fat. And then she's like, well, I'm still fat. And it's almost like that attitude of, you better take me as I am. I'm not going to do any work on myself. I'm a big girl. You better like it. You ain't got no choice, Black man, but to take whatever you get. You know, it's almost like a disrespect to our men, as if to say, well, if I'm fat, you better take me fat. And that's it. Peace, sis, Angela. Simone. When I call you Angela, peace, sis, Simone. So with that said, for me, like I said, that's something we hear all the time where it's like, you know, I'm a big girl, take me as I am. And again, I don't want to respect the Black man because he just better accept whatever he gets. Almost like I see you so low that even in my worst, you better praise me like I'm my best. So what's your take on that video, Sis Crystal? And I want you to speak on it next, Sister Shaday.
Well, my first thing was, so he left you because you were fat. I mean, I would assume that she was the same way throughout their relationship, just looking at it. So my first thought was, no, sis, it's something else going on, because a man is just not going. In fact, I heard someone say Black men are the most patient when it comes to us and our weight.
You better believe it.
And so, you know, my first initial reaction was, nah, it's something else that's going on. You know, just like you said, he probably asked her, you know, you want to work out, you want to eat better. Nope. You know, you got to take me as I am. You got to deal with me the way I am. This is, you know, now it's a whole thing talking about my toxic trait is this, and this. So, you know, it's way more to that story than it's being told. So yeah, I just, that was my first reaction was nah, because you didn't just gain the weight overnight. So, you know, yeah.
Yes, a little more to that. So Shaday, what's your take on that? Take me as I am. I'm still fat.
I agree. There's definitely more to the story. It's got to be her attitude as well about it. It's got to be the way she feels. And I think that those are the same women that wouldn't take a man if he was over a certain weight.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's just a way of masking them not taking accountability for maintaining a certain weight, or even wanting to just work on themselves, work on their body image.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree with that as well. It's just that excuse thing. It's like, this is what I am. This is what you better accept. And you know, again, it goes down to a lack of respect. I don't respect this man. He's the lowest of low in my eyes because, again, I see myself as not being worthy. So I'm not going to treat him like he deserves a healthy woman, you know, a woman with a sound mind. He doesn't deserve that. So he's just going to take whatever he can get. So, and I don't want to make this about where it's all related to a man, you know, and what a man wants. But like I said, even though so many will say that, I don't do this for a man. I do this for myself. Quit playing. Yeah, you do. Yeah,
Right.
you do. You do all that. You almost take your life just to be considered as an option by somebody. You know, this man ain't made no commitment to you. He ain't said not one time, I want you. You mean something to me. You just gonna go out there and get a big booty because pick me. Now, who's the real pick me?
Exactly.
That's a whole other show. But think about that. Who's the real pick me? The women that oftentimes they will say, well, she's a pick me. She's doing her own thing. She's focused on her wellness. She's accountable. She relates well with the Black man. She respects the Black man. But because she does that, oh, you a pick me because you ain't out here wild and rebellious and out of control like us. You know what I'm saying? But wow, pick me. But you going out there trying to be a statistic, 1 in 3,000 mortality rates. You can get a big butt and get what? Picked.
Right.
Anyway. Okay, we ain't gonna do that tonight.
All
Yeah.
facts.
But that's something to think about, though. I mean, that is really the truth. It happens so often. Like, who's the real pick me? If you really want to break that down. All right. So let's just go for a second. We're going to pull up this article, family. And it was shared with me. Really interesting where that term even came from, body positivity. So this was an article in Medical News Today. And as it reads, body positivity has its roots in the okay, y'all heard me, in the fat rights movement. Look at the year of 1960. I'm going to read that one more time for emphasis purposes. Body positivity has its roots in the fat rights movement of the 1960s. The National Association to Aid Fat Americans, I'm so sick of, never mind, campaign for equal rights for people of higher weights and criticize the diet industry. Over time, this campaign has evolved into what we have now, this false body positivity movement, right? And I'm gonna leave it at that. Y'all can see the rest, and I'm gonna link the I'm gonna put the link to this article in the description of the video so that you all can read it in detail more. But look at that year, 1960. 1960. So we have basically been unaccountable and trying to make excuses for poor health, for a poor or a bad body composition since 1960. And America pushes us to be so lazy, they'll make a whole movement to stay fat, to so-called have body positivity. I want you to just give me, Sister Shaday, if you want to go first, give me your take on this, on that article, and then I have a couple things that I want to share.
Man, it's just it makes no sense. The things that the levels they go to just make people feel like it's okay co-signing their bull crap. It's not okay. We just got to get down to the nitty gritty. Being overweight is a result of what you are eating. If you are eating bad inflammation, all of this is going to show physically on your body.
Yeah.
Mentally, get yourself together. Love yourself enough to eat things that aren't cancer causing and inflammation causing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that whole term, body positivity, is just giving overweight, obesity a cosign. It's okay. It's body positivity. We could be ill built, nasty looking. Love yourself. I'm not telling you don't love yourself. Definitely love yourself enough to take care of what you feed it as
That's
well.
right.
If you do love yourself, you will feed your body better.
Absolutely.
It's just a term to co-sign bullcrap.
Yeah. Yeah. And this major lack of accountability. If it makes me feel good and it's what I want to do, and this is like Sister Crystal said, my toxic trait, you better accept it. And that's what it comes down to. And that's the confusion when it comes to self-care and what self-love is, So, all right, Sister Crystal, and I'll get back into that.
Well, when I saw it, I was like, there's such a thing. And because the way my mind with my immediate thing with me and white women always got a way out. They always create some kind of way to dodge responsibility and accountability. And then we co-sign the bull crap. So 1960, and my thing was, okay, so probably a wave of feminism was going on at that time. With the sexual revolution and all this stuff, women's movement crap. I won't say crap, women's movement issues. And so this whole body positivity thing came along, and this whole, we don't have to be accountable. We can look any kind of way we want. We can eat what we want. And then, just the whole revolution around women not working outside the home, being more independent and all this. And so naturally you're going to stop being aware and accountable for taking care of yourself and taking care of home. So I just feel like it's just a part of that. And they always create some kind of movement or some kind of organization or something, so that they don't have to deal with their reality. And then, of course, because we are their little worshipers, we fall in line, but I will say that sometimes we take it to a whole nother level.
Yeah.
And that's unfortunate because, we are actually who they're trying to be like. And then we're trying to copy the copycat. Make that make sense. And so, it's just when I read the article, I was like, okay, all of it. I was just like, all of this is like crazy. All of it, because nothing is tied to being healthy.
Nothing. It's all excusal language. Even the article was like, whew. And I'm doing my best to exercise my filter and choose my
Mm-hmm.
words, because I don't want to come on here and even appear like I'm coddling sisters, because I'm not. We need to take accountability for what we're not doing. Period.
Right.
So I'm not trying to coddle, but at the same time, I'm not trying to be hurtful on purpose. Do you know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
I know that there are some plus size women who are actually fairly healthy.
Yeah.
Some people can have your DNA. You can be short, stocky, have a certain structure, be petite and built a certain way, but you won't be all nasty and sloppy. You won't have to have an attitude about it. And I'm going to take it one step further. Think about this, y'all. And I see, I'm trying to choose my words because I don't want nobody chewing me out and saying I'm being mean. But if you really like, just kind of piggyback on what Sis Shaday was saying too. If it's really about positivity, right? Meaning, if you're positive about something, you feel good about it, you're proud of it, you want to show it as is, right? Like this makes me feel good. This brings me good energy to be this way. It's a true element of positivity there. If it's really about positivity, why is it that when you present yourself in this mind frame of body positivity, you got to have on Spanx, you got to have on hair that is not yours, it doesn't look like yours, your face got to be almost a whole different complexion than your neck. Okay, I'm just saying, all of those things, right? You got to do. You don't even look like yourself, but you're positive about what? What are you positive about? You're positive about your representative. You're positive about an image, a false image that you're portraying to the world. Like I really don't understand that. And so, with that being said, y'all, I did not want this show to be long, even though we could really get into it even more. But I want us to think about in terms of, because we're all pretty much Black nationalists. We believe in the Black family. We believe in the community, right? We believe in that. So let's think about this. And as always, in this moment, take it back to wellness, right? And how things or these movements, that happen within our society affect us as Black women. So what nothing that we've said tonight has supported it being a positive movement. Because if, again, the Black woman is the one in the home who's feeding the family, who's being the example for the daughters, who's supposed to be the example for the woman, the type of woman that the son is going to look for, the type of woman who's going to raise his children and continue on with generations in consideration of health, right? So if we're looking at that in terms of nation building, how is it positive to have a nation of women who are unhealthy, who are obese, who are unaccountable, who are making excuses for being unhealthy because, oh, I'm positive, I'm confident, I'm a strong Black woman. If you can't handle me, if you can't pick me up, then you a weak man. It's always got to come to shaming our men or telling him what he can't do, because we can't just be accountable for our own shortcomings. So it's not positive, it's negative, and it is a weapon. It is used to destroy us, okay? Because you have a false positive mindset of saying, well, if I can just go out here and get these Spanx or get this wig or do whatever I got to do, right? Then I'm confident. Then you walking around with this false, dangerous confidence, and you're really not. when really and truly all you're doing is displaying your insecurities. You're letting everybody know that I'm so insecure, I'm so incapable of truly being a positive woman, being a positive contribution to my community, that, you know, I don't care. Don't worry about it. This is who I am. This is how I am. Accept me as I am and don't worry about it. You know, but how toxic is that? Because our daughters are watching us. Younger sisters are watching us. Older sisters are watching us, because as some of us still learn from the younger sisters. Me, we still learn from the younger sister too, right? So to me, it's a weapon. Just like the food, our food being damaged and poisoned, body positivity is another weapon against Black women, against the Black nation. It's a weapon against us, and we take it, like Sister Crystal said, we run with it. We make it. We made what ham hocks, hog mogs, and we made that something nice to eat. You give us something to kill us, and girl, I can't wait to get some pig feet and ham hock. Okay, I'm not gonna do the dance. Y'all know what I'm saying, right? So, all right, and I'm gonna end there for me, but I would like for y'all to share your final thoughts on, you know, your take on if you feel like body positivity is negative or positive.
Well, I'll go. It, of course, it's not good. I mean, because anything goes, and it's dangerous because if you don't see how mind, body, spirit is connected, then you know that is just, if you really don't understand that, and you walking around here talking about you going, you know, you like yourself the way you are. Where's the accountability in that? Where's the responsibility to be better, to do better, to just do it because it's the right thing to do? As you said, Sister Milah, it's about nation building. It's about being the best that we can be as women, and you can't be your best if you're unhealthy. And I heard Nuri Muhammad say, our life is our mind turned inside out. So if you walking around here with wigs on, with BBLs, with all this cosmetic outside shallowness on you, what is your mind like? And to me, you know, working out, eating better, it all makes me feel better, and it makes me keep on, because I understand the connection of all three. And it's something that we need to teach. My last words, I do want to leave a resource, because this is one of my favorite books. I've read it several times. The
Yes.
Rule Book and User Guide for Healthy Living. And in here, Dr. Opar states explicitly what we need to do to get back in touch with our Africanness, to be African again. And it's really just common sense guidelines. He has 10 rules. I think it's 10 rules that we are to live by. And he is vegan. He is a holistic doctor. And he talks about his whole experience in medical school, how uh, they never taught anything on uh, total wellness. They
Yeah.
always came from a medical and medicated point of view. So I would highly recommend this book, The Rule Book and User Guide for Healthy Living. The subtitle is Common Sense for Black Folks Who Are Sick and Tired of Being Sick and Tired. And if we had teachings like this, holistic teachings that that teach us the mind, body, spirit connection, we wouldn't even have to buy into all this body positivity, because we will feel good about ourselves. We will ensure that we were moving more and eating better, so that we can continue that cycle of being, feeling, and good about ourselves. And I yield.
Ashe. And family, we'll put the link to order that book in the description of the video as well, because again, we want to leave you with resources, right? We want to leave you with some solutions. Not here to talk about you, to put you down, but we want to be real. We want to be raw, because if we can't do it with each other as sisters, then who will? All right, Sis Shaday, what's your final thoughts on this topic?
Only thing I've been thinking about since we started this video, y'all, is reminding that there's no such thing as, what's it called, big boned. A lot of people say I'm just big boned. I'm overweight, but I'm just big boned. No, there's no such thing. Um, it doesn't exist at all. It's so much deeper than that.
Right.
I eat healthy because I want to, because I love my body, because I want to be here for as long as I can. We have a lot of people who say, well, you're going to die from something. Well, I bet you ain't going to die from not eating right, you know? Like, just take care of yourself. Love yourself. Take care of yourself. Yeah.
And I fully agree. I fully agree. I don't know. Where did that term big bone come from?
I don't know. But we have heard that. But you know what? We got to echo.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not on production. So I don't know. I ain't saying that. But wow. That's I mean y'all pretty much said it. Like I said, we're leaving with some resources. We're gonna put the link to the article. I'm trying to talk. So Milah can talk after Milah talk. Okay, you gotta have you just can't take it like what it is. But we're gonna put that information in the chat because again, like I said, we're not here to bash you. We're also not here to follow you. We gotta be with each other. We gotta stop saying, well, you can't talk to me. You can't say this to me. How do we learn? We can't learn from each other. You know, we can't orient each other. What kind of example are we for those who have been younger than us? We gotta get out of that. So we're gonna put that in the description. And my final word on that is a word that be quiet, Milah. Okay, she's just talking. Listen, accountability. We have got to be accountable. It is more than a term. Accountability is a lifestyle. And when you are accountable, when you're responsible for what you put in your mouth, when you're responsible for the way that you relate to the Black man, the way that you relate to your children, the way that you relate to your sisters, when we're responsible for those things, then our energy changes. Then the shift happens. Then the true positivity comes about, right? We walk about this world. We go about our lives differently. You know, we interact with each other differently. And many have said it, but, you know, when we greet each other differently. When I say sister, it's because I love you. It's because I see you as my sister. I'm not going to call you out of your name. I don't do that. All be this and that. I'm not doing that. Because if I see somebody like that, I think less of you. I love y'all. I love my sisters. I want for my sisters what I want for myself. So that's my thought. Let's be accountable, and let's love ourselves for real. Self-care, self-love is an inside job. You can dress up anything. As one of my elders said, look, you can put makeup, you can put a dress, you can even put some perfume on a pig, but it's still a pig. Okay, so let's just be better. Any other thoughts? We got a couple of minutes if y'all wanted to share anything else. So I just want us to be better.
Hey, we do have Saturday school tomorrow, 10 to 2, and it's going to be so exciting. I was up here early getting our work together. We're going to be doing some practicing on handwriting, print, and cursive. We're going to be learning about our great ancestor, Benjamin Banneker, and the concept of time. And Brother Jahi is going to come through and do some warrior training. And Sister Milah, I hope you're going to be with us at 10 to do some movement.
Yeah, we're going to work.
Yay. Okay, I'll send you the link. So, you know, just support us in what we're doing because it starts with teaching our babies. We teach our babies. We're going to have some good vegan food too and movement, you know?
Yeah.
So that our children can be, you know, feel good. And when you feel good, you're going to look good. And when you look good, you're going to feel good and all that. So we do have that coming up and we're excited about that. We just want to keep growing and reach more of our babies because we got to raise up a nation. We got to raise
more of our babies and more of our sisters. This is pragmatic application. We're not just talking about this, sisters. We are living it. It is true. Okay. All right. And with that being said, we're going to end. But I did want to give a shout out to my brother in Nkrumah. Y'all, this is a snake ring. Well, this is my beauty. This is a snake ring that he made for me. This is another promise ring. And this is a bracelet that I actually just got this weekend, y'all. The detail is amazing. Okay, but A New Designs by Nkrumah. I'm gonna put that link in the description as well. The brother makes awesome jewelry. And with that being said, family, thank you, my beautiful sisters, for joining me tonight. I appreciate y'all's time. I love you so much. Nothing, absolutely nothing tastes as good as being healthy feels. Until next time.
Love y'all.
Love you back.